Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our weekly discourse series at International Hindu University. We are truly connected today with my guru and a guru for all of us, Swami Vijayananda. Today, he's doing his sixth series on Shivoham. His mission is to really try and translate to us spirituality and science are really connected. In his series, he is today going to talk to us about the science of water. So without further ado, Swamiji, everybody knows you. I don't need to introduce you. We're very blessed to have you on the first of the year, giving us blessings. Namaskaram on behalf of all of us. Sadar Pranam.
Om Namah Pranabhartaya Shuddha Jnanaikamurtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaham Srutismrti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram ஒன்றவன்தானே இரண்டவன் இன்னருள் நின்றனன் மூன்றினுள் நான்கு உணர்ந்தனன் ஐந்து வென்றனன் ஆறு விரிந்தனன் எழும்பாற் சென்றனன் தானிருந்தான் உணர்ந்து எட்டே. Water is all our mantras, all our rituals. Every puja, every Hindu puja starts with what you call Kalasha Puja. And after that, again, the water from that Kalasha is poured into a conch shell. And then there's Shanka Puja, then Kumbha Puja, Punyavachana. These are all in the rituals and the mantras. How about water in real life? Everything is water. So water is life-sustaining nourishment. So water, 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 water. Everything is water. These are the kalashas we set up for our Kumbha Abhishekam, a couple of these main kalashas. Then, after we set up these kalashas, this is the main one that went all the way to the top. And these are the other kalashas. There were at least 300 kalashas. That's Hinduism. What does the science have to say? The journey into understanding water was started by this gentleman, Henry Coanda, was a great pioneer, great scientist. The entire world owes to him for the Coanda effect. Now, he didn't stop there. This man traveled by land all the way to Tibet and India. And then he was the first one to catalog the pictures of how water crystallizes. So you see these beautiful pictures. They're all cataloged by Henry Coanda. He was from 1886 to 1970. He was the first pioneer in this field. Now his finding, he is the one known for building the world's first jet. Coanda effect, brilliant scientist, aviation pioneer, academician, engineer. And then he looked into the snowflake crystallization. What is his findings are astonishing. What is astonishing? He concluded that the snowflake crystallization shapes differed from one region to another, and that they were more complex and beautiful in areas where people were more spiritual. That was the only difference. Being spiritual was the only difference. Everything else being the same. So that made difference in the shape and design of the crystal. Coanda considered the most beautiful snowflakes are found in the Himalayas, in the Indian and the Tibetan regions, considering the density of monasteries and temples and the yogis. And then later on, this lady from Romania, Valentina Mariana Manoi, pursued this research. She was a little unconventional, branching into unconventional areas and doing all this research. To believe the unbelievable. Hers was in the 80s and 90s. Conventional scientific explanation versus unconventional studies and technologies. Some examples of water structure. These are her papers. And then this man from Japan followed that up. 2008, Yamato. We're going to focus later on his findings. But I just give you an overview and the history of research into the water. The pinnacle of the water research was by this Nobel laureate, Monod, let me see his name. He was a Nobel laureate who was responsible for detecting the HIV virus and enabling a lot of scientists to get an antidote. So these two, this was French and I think it was Austrian, were very, very instrumental in exploring the depth of the significance of water, to such an extent that they went beyond this crystallization that we just saw and established that water has memories. What kind of memories? I just summarized this for you. If you have a medicine, let's say an anticoagulant, and then you keep this medicine in a test tube or a vial and pass around it a coil without even touching what is inside. It's all liquid. And then pass electricity and absorb the electromagnetic waves from this medicine that's inside the vial. Now you digitize these electromagnetic waves and send it by an email or now WhatsApp from San Diego in USA to Paris in France. All that they are sending is an electromagnetic wave as an email attachment. Now these electromagnetic waves get transferred to just pure water again. Now this pure water has the same property as the anticoagulant. Now this was a shocker to the pharmaceutical industry, $1 billion industry, trillion dollar industry. Because if you can have a medicine in the form of electromagnetic waves, who is going to swallow a tablet? Who is going to take an injection? No. But this Nobel laureate has established and was fighting tooth and nail to get this accepted by this community. But he had a long fight. It's not still accepted. You can research them later. So this is the one who started first, Jacques Benveniste, 1980. And this is a Nobel laureate, Montagnier, virologist, who was very responsible for detecting the HIV virus. Now coming back to Emoto, a Japanese person, crystal experiment. How did he do this experiment? This is Shiraito no Taki Falls, Sareto no Taki Falls. My Japanese is as bad. Falls, pure water. This was collected after multiple rinsing, collected, and then separated drops of this, put in petri dishes, and then frozen minus 25 degrees Celsius, which is close to minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit. And then brought out into a room that has a temperature of minus 5 degrees Celsius, close to 23 degrees Fahrenheit, brought out. So when they brought out from minus 23 to minus 5, the solid ice starts to not quite melt, but form into crystal. And this process was observed in a microscope. Now, when they started observing, this is what they saw. This is pure water from the waterfalls. So the beautiful crystal, pure water. Okay, very good. What does it have to do what we are talking today? This is exactly what it has to do. This water, same water, was put in 3 test tubes. One was a control sample. To one test tube, all that they did was said nice things. You look so shiny, you look pretty, you're beautiful. And the other one, they said not so nice things. You look ugly, grotesque. Same water. But what was said was the word. The third one, nothing was said. So the crystal, beautiful crystal formation was intact in the water that was said good things. And it even became more beautiful. The waters that was said not so nice things came out this form of ugly crystals. And then the one that was a control sample gave a mixed shape of dark and bright. Now, this is water before prayer in a Fujiwara Dam, I think it's Japan, before prayer. This is the water. And the same water, after you say nice prayers, turned into this. This is science now we're talking about. Good. Now, same thing. Before prayer, ugly. After prayer ceremony, beautiful. Same water. Now, Lake Biwa, Japan, same thing. And then, not only words, even the shapes and designs. You put a picture of a crop circle on a test tube, wrap it around it, and test the water, it gave beautiful crystallization. And then you wrap a picture of a rising sun, that resulted in beautiful crystal in that water. Dolphin, beautiful crystal. Elephants, even beautiful. No wonder we have elephants in all our temple rituals. Lotus, very important part in Hinduism. Beautiful crystallization. Effect of photos. Water. So you should keep nice pictures of Devis and Devatas. If you can walk into your house, you all have these beautiful tangier paintings. We don't have pictures of human beings all around. Okay, here. Niagara Falls, picture. This is not water of Niagara Falls. It's just a picture of Niagara Falls. Nature, power. Now what about sound? Heavy metal music produce this ugly crystal, heavy metal. So, now you should know what you should listen to. This is Amazing Grace. Sounds produce, affect the water. Now what are Vedas? Sounds, words. Ganges. People wonder how come after all this dirt and sewage gets pumped in, the Ganges water still remains pure. You know why? Durita Kshayakarakaha. When we did Kalasha Puja, remember I said the last mantra is Kalasha Simake Vishnu. Oh, Devis and Devatas and all these Vedas come and reside in this water to destroy this negativity. Durita Kshayakaraka. Not only destroy negativity, infuse positivity. So what is all along the Ganges in India? Everywhere, starting from Rishikesh. Ashrams, temples, everyday arati. So the power of these words and the power of these mantras, power of these yajnas, starting from Himalayas. Already it comes charged from Himalayas. But all along the way, it gets recharged. Crystal, look at this beautiful crystal. Ganges. Mount Shasta, California. Now, effect of words on water. Angel produces this beautiful wreath. The word eternal produces this beautiful crystal. Love and gratitude produces this. The word peace, you just write the word peace and stick it around the test tube and test the water. Gives you this beautiful crystal. Spirit spirit and nature dancing together. Victory to spirit and victory to nature. Radhe, 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 Govinda Jai, Radhe, Radhe. Bhajans. Spirit. The word just the spirit. What we sing in bhajans? Beautiful words. Should do bhajans. If you can't chant the Vedas, not everybody can chant Vedas. Don't have to. Just chant these nice things. Radha, Krishna, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah, Om Shivoham. That will turn your water, your 90% of the water in your body. Put good words in it. You purify your own body. That's why mantras purify you. Om Shivoham, Om Shivoham, Om Shivoham, Om Shivaya Namah. Just say Shivaya Namah, Shivaya Namah, Shivaya Namah, Shivaya Namah. Shivaya Namah endru sindithu irupporku abhayam orunalum. There's no problems, no dangers, no risks for people who chant Shivaya Namah. Yeah. And the word thank you produces that. Word evil produces just the word. And you say, you fool, produces that. Water. And then you tell somebody, you disgust me, you fool. This is what changes happens in that water. So human being is 90% water. So what does this signify? You should say nice things to each other. You know, science is validating this now, but 5,000 years ago, maybe even more, Tirumular said this. Yavarkumam irevarkor bachilai, Yavarkumam pasivirkor vayurai, Yavarkumam unnumbodu or gaibadi annam, Yavarkumam. I'll come to that in a point. First, let me say. Yavarkumam irevarkor bachilai. The first thing he says, please offer a leaf, bilva leaf to Lord Shiva. Now, if you can't find a bilva leaf, any leaf. Bhagavad Gita also the same thing. Just offer me a leaf and water or, that's good enough. If you can't do that, what is the next option, Tirumularji? Next option is, Yavarkumam pasivirkor vayurai. Offer a cow something to eat. Grass, leaves. Food. Nowadays you can offer rotis, leftover. They do it all the time. Yavarkumam pasivirkor vayurai. Yavarkumam unnumbodu gaibadi. Before you eat, offer something to someone else. Either a bird, a little food. Tiruvallur also said that. Before you eat, you just look for a guest. If there is a guest, on your doorsteps, feed him first. Virundombo. Yavarkumam unnumbodu or gaibadi annam. If you can't do any of this, Tirumular, I can't do any of this. Sorry. You know what he says? Yavarkumam or innuraidane. If you can't do any of these, oh my friend, just say something sweet. Just say something nice. What did the water say? Did Tirumular know this? He knew everything. Don't say, you idiot, you fool, you disgust me. Innure, say nice things. Thank you. You're sweet. You're lovely. You look pretty. You're kind. Or if you can't say anything, just keep quiet. Even that you cannot say. Shut up and keep quiet. Exposed to emerald. We worship Maragadalingam. We have a beautiful 1-foot Shivalingam here, that's Maragadalingam. And on our Sunday pujas also, you would see like a 6-inch Maragadalingam. This is science. Exposed to just that emerald, water assumes these beautiful structures. These are the Kalashas that were exposed to like 3 days of mantras non-stop, Ganapatam, Rudra Ganapatam. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda mantras, amidst fire ceremonies. Don't you think all this water would get charged? We're not idiots to do this for thousands of years. So many kalashas. Fire ceremony. There were about 9 homakundams like this, different shapes, and kalashas all over. This is from our Kumbhabhishekam. Main kalasha, mantras, water for 3 days. Every kalasha has full of water. This is Ganapatam. These guys did like Rudra Ganapatam for like 3-4 hours non-stop. This is from our Kumbhabhishekam. You see in the back all these ovens and the kalashams everywhere. And you would also see the dirt. The Kumbhabhishekam that happened is a miracle of miracles. It stopped, it rained non-stop from the day we landed. And the rain was so much that it was a record rain that for 40 years it never rained like that. All the neighbors came and said, ever since you brought this Shivalingam from Narmada basin, Narmadeshwar, ever since you brought it, because exactly 1 month before we installed that Shivalingam, that's the first thing I told them to do. You need to do this first, because God forbid if something happens, it starts raining, there's no way we can do this. Because that is the most difficult of all the tasks we had, to install that huge Shivalingam. So that was done. The neighbors said, ever since you put that in, it started raining. As they say in America, maybe we shot ourselves on our foot, but so be it. But Lord Shiva is so gracious. The Muhurtam that we had fixed Kumbhabhishekam rituals was 13, 14, and 15. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, culminating on Monday. And it did not rain. Only those 3 days it did not rain. Who says there is no God? Kalashas, fire ceremonies, everywhere. There were 28 priests doing this. The top of the top, cream of the crop. And finally, after all this is done, they carry these kalashas on their head for all the main deities. One to the top, one for our the top kalasham. This one went to the top kalasham. One went for the Banalingam, and the other one went for our temple Shivalingam, Meenakshi Sundareswara and Nataraja. All this went. This is me and Swamini carrying a couple of kalashas. And this is the one top, all the way to the top. Kalasham is all the way on the top. Right? All the way on the top. We had ladders that were set up, that wooden kind of a scaffolding. Miracle of miracles. No accidents happened. Miracle of miracles. Miracle of miracles. The cranes coming in, close to electric poles. Nothing happened. Miracle of miracles. The Shivalingam is here. And the Kalasham is all the way at the top. You see us standing on the top, me and a couple of other priests. These are the 108 ones surrounding this main Shivalingam. And we are on top now pouring the water. The water, message from what? Now, don't you think all this water is recharged? That's what we exactly do. Pour the water. They've been recharged on this Kalasham. Sanctify it. Empower it. Empower it. Energize it. That's our temple. So that's the priest who carried this Kalasha all the way on that scaffolding. And pouring the water. And this is our huge Shivalingam. Look at the garland. There are people from all the way on top. With 2 priests up there holding the garland. There's a huge Avadaya right here. Finally, they got it on. And that's how he looked like. It's a Nandi. And this is our inside, Meenakshi Sundareswara temple that we inaugurated in 2018. We redid the Kumbhabhishekam for him too. Nataraja, 5 feet tall Nataraja. He's standing, this priest is standing on a pedestal. And most of the devotees who came from here, that is Chandru, who comes to our temple, and when I'm not doing pujas on Sundays, he did it. Last February, he covered our Sunday pujas. Chandruji, he sponsored the Shivalingam. So over all the sponsors who came, got to do the Abhishekam for the Shivalingams. This is Ganeshan and Vidya, right next to him on that side. Ganeshan Swami. And this is Dr. Hussain. His lecture is there. He came to us to give a talk. This is Shekhar Garu and Shailaja. This is Swamiji, Kamalanandaji, who came from Vijayawada, Bhuvaneshwari Pita. He just got enthroned the day before. Next day, he attended our Kumbhabhishekam and did Abhishekam to all the 4 Shivalingams that represented his star, Ardra. This is Swami Kamaleshananda. Shekharji can tell you more about him. Laju Ji, Shri Shanti Bhojwani, who came all the way from Australia. And this is Shalini, who came all the way from Australia. And this is Sai Kiran's father. Sai Kiran lives here. And this is Dr. Ramgopal, she's a robotic surgeon. And that's Varun's mother. And that's Ramgopal's wife, Sudhaji. And that's Ramgopal doing Abhishekam to that Shivalingam. These are Asha Ji's family, Asha Raju's. So what did we do here? What are we doing here? Bring the water, energized water, pouring them on the Shivalingams. We will conclude with a blessing. Navo navo bhavati jayam hanon han ketum susachyametyagre bhagan deve bhyavadata dhyayan prachandrama sirati dhirgamayu. The meaning, essence of this mantra is every day of your life is a yajna. Every day is a new year. That's what this mantra says. Navo navo bhavati. Like the moon. Crescent moon. The moon is the same. The moon doesn't grow, wax or wane. It appears to be so. But then using that analogy, we are all full all the time. We appear to be growing and decaying. So the mantra blesses, be in that fullness all the time. Evolve towards that fullness. Evolve. Evolution is a process of creativity, finding ever new solutions, whether it's management, whether it's your life, whether it's your family, finding ever new solution from moment to moment. The only truth about this world and about our life, change. Change is the only constant thing in this world. Evolution is a process of creativity, finding ever new solutions from moment to moment till the goal is reached. Rise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Vivekananda. So, pull yourself within and create new person in you every day. That's our new year. Navo navo bhavati jayamanon han ketamusasya gre bhagan deve vyadata dhyayan Chandrama sirati dhirgamayu, and live for 100 years. Doing this. Ever new. Again, Paramahamsa Yogananda. Joy, 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 joy. Ever new, joy. Ever new. Ever new, joy, joy. That was Ananda, Brahmananda, Sachidananda, Shivananda. Live in that Ananda. Only way we can live in Ananda, not going out there. Om Sivoham, Sivoham, Aham Shivaha, Tirumalodu, Nanmuganum, Tirumalodu, Nanmuganum, Tedi, Tedona, Devane, Yenulle, Tedi, Kandu content, therefore, Talaye, Nivanangai. The one that nor Vishnu nor Brahma could find, where did I find him? Within me. Within, come within, pull within. Vedic blessing, one more. Rochano rochamanah shobano shobhamanah satamanam bhavati sataya purusha satendriyaya sevendriye pratiteshtati. Rochanam, grow in beauty, be beautiful. You all may grow in the inner glow of divinity. That may come outside and make your environment glow with divinity. And may all this go on for 100 years every day of your life. And Madhuvatartayate Madhuksharant, beautiful prayers. Let all the seasons be sweet. Let the wind and the air, Vata, air be sweet. Madhuvata, Madhuritav, Here, the seasons be sweet. Let the hot season don't burn too much, cold season don't freeze too much. And what else? Madhuksharanti sindavaha, let the rivers flow sweetly. Madhvena santaushadi, let all the vegetation, food grow sweetly, not polluted. Madhunaktam ushosasi, let every day dawn and dusk be sweet. Madhumat parthivagam rajaha, let the sun and the celestials be sweet. Madhurjya astuna pita, Madhumana vanaspati, let the forests, and ultimately, Madhir gavo bhavantunaha, let the cows give us sweetest of the milk, not the one with hormones. You drink the hormone and the children grow like cow. We used to have this great saintly person, Bhariyar. He said in India, they feed the children buffalo milk. So after they drink the buffalo milk, the children will grow like buffalo and stand in the traffic like a buffalo. Anyway, so Om Namah Shivaya.
Swamiji, what a beautiful beginning to our 2022. We're immensely grateful for you being with us and convey on all of our behalf and on behalf of International Hindu University our gratitude, Swamiji, for starting a year out right.
Thank you, Shifalaji. Thank you.